My name is Jamie D'Amico, Jefferson County. I am the wife of Joe D'Amico. Perhaps you know him. He is the president of Security Services Northwest Incorporated, the business you have worked so diligently to put out of commission. I've been relatively quiet through our 3-year battle with your administration. Today, I will be commenting on 2 points you, Mr. Sullivan, have personally stated on your website promoting your re-election. First, the Pledge of Allegiance. As I remember, the issue was originally brought up by Joe at a BOCC meeting. He spoke about it because our daughter, who was in 2nd grade at the time, discussed it at the dinner table. This was not a sudden recognition that the anniversary of the Iraq War was looming. As I remember, even Scott Wilson wrote an editorial about how Joe is grandstanding and his actions were such as guerrilla tactics. You, Mr. Sullivan, stated in the Peninsula Daily News on March 13, 2007, "Once you've said the pledge, you're good." You also said, "Once seems like enough, maybe for your whole life." Why the sudden change of heart? Was it that your political party told you that an election year was around the corner and those statements would not sit well? I think your answer lies in the next week's article where you reinstate the pledge. I believe you did it for political gains, not for the recognition of military and civilian losses and sacrifices in Iraq, or your statements would not have been previously stated. Secondly, you enforce county codes preventing security services inappropriate expansion in the residential area. I find it interesting that you have chosen as a part of an executive branch of government to act as a part of a judicial branch and pretend to interpret or rule on what the high courts have yet still to be determined. For Washington State Court of Appeals, it is very clear that any expansion by SSNW may in fact be totally lawful and appropriate. For the Court of Appeals, lawful expansion is still to be determined. This has been determined and overturned. What has been determined and overturned are 2 major issues of your enforcement. 1, the legal nonconforming use by SSNW, and 2, how many employees SSNW may have. I also find it interesting that the enforced county codes was done at your direction without any staff investigative reports, and may have also included illegal ex parte communication by county personnel. You tout this as protecting county values or community values, but in fact your action has cost the citizens of Jefferson County tens of thousands of dollars. When all is said and done regarding this issue, you may even end up costing the taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars by your inappropriate actions. By this statement, you have made it obvious that your actions against SSNW were politically motivated and was not based on law. I sincerely hope that the citizens of Jefferson County take a close look at your real record and see what the costs have been to them, not just in dollars, but the cost to their rights and your abuse of power. You should be ashamed of yourself for boasting that you are the pillar in an effort to drive a man's business, not to mention his livelihood, into the ground for your political gains. You should do the right thing, Mr. Sullivan, while you're still in office, and work together with SSNW to find a resolution which benefits not just you, but all of Jefferson County. Thank you.